visuals we're showing you on your screens, Lal Krishna Advani, the longest serving president of the BJP, is turning 95. The BJP veteran is responsible for having scripted his party's rise, and there to visit him today is Prime Minister Modi. We're going to see a number of other stalwarts also paying their respects. Right now, though, as you can see, the cavalcade of the Prime Minister on its way right now. Now, I just want to bring you a little bit more context because Lal Krishna Advani, or LK Advani as he's commonly known, is seen, along with Atal Bihari Vajpayee, of having played a pivotal role in founding the BJP back in 1980 and then scripting its rise. He was known as an Iron Man of sorts. In the last few years, though, we have seen him very much sidelined in the current dispensation. He's had a parliamentary career of nearly 3 decades, and it's to honour this rise that we today see the Prime Minister there to visit him. He was born on this day back in 1927 in pre-partition Sindh province. And it's important to note that his political origin is largely rooted in the RSS, like that of many BJP leaders. He joined the RSS back in 1941 at the age of 14. Now, my colleague Shireen is with us right now to bring us more details. Shireen, good morning. We can see the visuals right now of the Prime Minister's cavalcade. I believe it's arriving right now. Could you bring us more details?
Well, that is right. In fact, the Prime Minister's cavalcade has arrived right outside the residence of LK Advani, which is at Prithviraj Road. And you can see these are the visuals, live visuals. And the Prime Minister is now, in fact, will be entering the residence. And this is an every year, a scene that we are seeing that every year on the birthday of LK Advani, Prime Minister comes and wishes him. He wishes him on Twitter as well. Apart from the Prime Minister, there is already the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, who is already present at the residence of LK Advani wishing on his birthday. So these are the live visuals that we are bringing to you of the cavalcade of the Prime Minister, who has just arrived outside the residence of LK Advani, and today is the 95th birthday of LK Advani. Last year as well we have seen how Prime Minister has in fact met the family members of LK Advani, wished him on his birthday, and today as well on the 95th birthday of LK Advani, once again Prime Minister has arrived at the residence. And LK Advani, when we talk about, he is one of the person who had played the pivotal role in fact founding the Bharatiya Janata Party in the 80s. Apart from that, right now he is one of the members of the Margdarshak, where there are other senior leaders who are part of this this Margdarshak Mandal, and he is one of those. So you can see his guidance and his leadership is always something has been very crucial for the Bharatiya Janata Party. And today on his 95th birthday, just moments ago, the Prime Minister has arrived, where he'll be meeting LK Advani. Also will be meeting the family members of LK Advani.
Shireen, if I could request you to paint for us now a deeper look at what his legacies look like. On one side, obviously, in the 90s, we saw LK Advani become very much the face of the Ram Janmabhoomi movement. In the recent past, though, it seems he has been politically sidelined. Could you bring us more context?
Well, that is right. In fact, it was in the 1950s when he has joined the Jan Sangh. And after joining Jan Sangh, he has also his deep roots in RSS as well. He was very much, active in Rajasthan as a Jan Sangh member. It was only in 80s when, along with the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he has played a pivotal role in fact, founding the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have seen how from the 1980s he had put in so much effort to ensure that there were in fact more seats that Bharatiya Janata Party gets in the election. Apart from that, like you mentioned, yes, he was the face of Ram Janmabhoomi as well. He was someone who was seen as the face of leading that Rath Yatra as well. Apart from that, when we talk about being sidelined, is something that, his image after a point it was dented because of the Rath Yatra, because of course, internal politics within the Bharatiya Janata Party. But still, he was made one of the, prime primary members of the Margdarshak Mandal. Now, in Margdarshak Mandal, there are in fact very senior leaders like Murli Manohar Joshi, LK Advani. These people, the Margdarshak Mandal, the whole point of this particular group is that they are going to guide the Bharatiya Janata Party, they are going to guide the leaders, and he is one of the members. And now, today on the 95th birthday of LK Advani, who has in fact played a very important role as far as Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned. Today he is being wished by the senior union leaders along with the Prime Minister who has just arrived here, and is in fact, we will be getting those visuals as well where the Prime Minister will in fact be wishing and meeting the family members of LK Advani. Right now, these are the cavalcade which of the Prime Minister who has just arrived moments ago.
Right.
And along
Shireen,
with
if I could
Rajnath
just
Singh,
request
will
you
be
to stay
meeting
with us. Just stay with us for a second, because our political editor, Maria Shakil, is also with us. Maria, on the right side of our screens, we're showing our audiences Rajnath Singh's wishes to LK Advani. Of course, through the day, we can expect many political stalwarts to send in their wishes. Tell us more.
Yes, that's right. But before I proceed, I will just correct Shireen there. Mr. Advani's image was dented because of the dinner controversy that played out. It had nothing to do with the Rath Yatra particularly, because in 1980, when he embarked on the Rath Yatra, and that was the year when the BJP was established, it was through the Rath Yatra of the Ram Janambhoomi movement that Mr. Advani propelled the BJP to a national landscape. So having said that, LK Advani, of course, was the longest serving president of the BJP,
right.
Has had a long career also as a parliamentarian for nearly 3 decades. He is credited certainly for scripting the rise of the BJP as a major political force. He himself has been a political stalwart with many highs and several lows as well. And we can see those visuals as Mr. Advani celebrates his 95th birthday in the presence of party veterans. Rajnath Singh, a former BJP president, and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, all of them are expected to arrive at his home to really, wish him health, wish him long life. Just to recall his contribution for the party and the Hindutva ideology, he is the one who played a very, very crucial role in propelling the BJP. He became part of the Jan Sangh, BJP's predecessor in 1951, when it was formed by Shama Prasad Mukherjee. So he has had that kind of association with the BJP, and of course he was appointed and then he played a very pivotal role in founding the BJP along with Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 1980. Mr. Advani has been largely soft-spoken, mild ways. His books have been quite, well-read because Mr. Advani has had very ringside view of the BJP, has been involved in the entire Ram Janambhoomi movement. That's when you realize that his association it's very has been very profound, and his view of politics has been one of those when you are so closely associated with the party that you have founded it, that you have it's full of anecdotes. For some of us who have had interactions with Mr. Advani while he was a member of parliament, and also as a stalwart of the party, he always comes across as someone who has such in-depth knowledge of the issues that it surprises many. It's very interesting it will be an important part to highlight also that Prime Minister Modi and LK Advani go a long way as well. He has been seen, Prime Minister Modi has always been seen as the protege of Mr. LK Advani. And in the 1990s is when Mr. LK Advani emerged as the face of the Ram Janambhoomi movement, which still defines BJP's electoral and political fortunes. Mr. Advani had travelled across the country to ensure that the BJP gets that popularity. When we look at these visuals, they only remind us of the party always being with Mr. Advani when it is about celebration, when it is about his big day, which is certainly his birthday. And this is a tradition of sorts which has begun now. Every year, Prime Minister visits Mr. Advani at his home, spends time with him, his daughter, spends time with other members of his family. This is a clear message that, as far as the BJP may be a new BJP, but certainly Mr. LK Advani's contribution to the BJP remains very, very critical, and very, very intrinsic to its growth.
Okay, Maria, thank you so much for bringing us those details. Now, we are going to move on from this story, though.